Hi guys, I'm Steph and I am a solar administrator at Kozco Energy Group. And today I am joined by our solar consultants.
I'm Matt.
I'm Harry.
Excellent. And today we are talking about what?
Home automation.
Wow.
The big age
I
eight.
mean, you could have joined in there too. But that's fine.
Yeah, what was that? That was,
I was left,
give us some
I was
emphasis.
left hanging.
Come on.
Home what? Can I get a...
I was gonna do it, but I didn't know if it was.
All right, what year are we living in, boys?
2023.
3033.
Sorry?
3033.
What was that?
Well, that's because I have home automation.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Care to explain?
Well, it's a hot secret. But no, everything in my house is completely automated.
Wow.
That is
From what
because
to what?
what's not? What is not?
It's probably easier to list things that aren't automated.
Correct.
All right, no, but seriously, what can you actually automate?
It comes down to lights, air conditioner, solar. You can bring your solar into it. Your blinds, your pool. You can
Your pool?
Yeah, your pool.
What about it? Like heating?
Heating.
Yeah, heating.
Yeah,
Set it
heating.
to heat up at certain times.
Pool lights?
and- Yeah, pool lights. You can have a lot of time. What a lot of customers will do as well is with the tablet that you have installed with the system, you can have different combinations of things that turn on. So say you've got a pool party button and it will turn on the spa jets. It'll turn on the lights for the pool. It will turn on your LED strip light around your walkways. It might turn on the fans you have on outside. It might turn on your outdoor speaker system, which can be automated into the whole entire thing as
So
well.
it's just a giant nightclub. You're basically just selling it. It's just like this huge, like you walk in and it's like a party button.
Yeah, well, no, you can do that. You can,
can
do
make a
that,
party
or you
button.
can do it as like a mood lighting, or like that's a movie night button. And for instance, if you've got a movie room and you've got a projector across the in the house, you can roll everything down. It'll dim the lights. Maybe even you could recline chairs, or you can do some crazy things with it. Look, there's home automation's always kind of endless at the moment as well. There's always new things coming out, so it's really a case by case situation as well of what you can do.
The biggest things is scenes. Scenes is a thing that you can do when you're away from home. You can leave some lights on so it looks like you're home. So it's very, very good for security. It's a deterrent for burglars that see lights on or hear things. So you put music on and whatnot while you're away. So it's very, very important.
So you can control it when you're away from your home. It's
100%.
not just when you're in the home.
That's right.
Yeah.
Connect to
that's
Wi-Fi
cool.
and you can.
As soon as you are connected to the internet anywhere, you can turn your lights off from home. You can put your air conditioner on.
Wow.
You can do everything.
So like if you've got kids and the kids are leaving the lights on, damn those pesky kids. You can
Or
turn
you can
them off
look at your cameras, your security system, see how little troublemakers are going. If they're like, if you check the babysitter, see if she's not stealing some cookies from the cookie jar,
Very good.
could do that. But yeah, you can do many different things.
Alrighty. All right. Well, how many different things can you automate? Like, is there a limit?
No,
There's not really.
no, there isn't a
it's-
really limit. No.
It's hard to even put your finger on it or even really say about it because there's so many things. Like, I think we spoke about it recently as well, but, you can have a inline pipe control, which would be like a valve that can basically, for instance, if you wanted to fill up your bath at a certain temperature, you can click a button, your bath will fill up at a certain temperature.
Wow.
It'll cut off at the level that you dictated as well. So say it's, 330 litres, because that's the level that you like it at. You set it to that, and that's your button. So you could even have like a bathroom button for yourself and then for your wife, and have had it set to your liking.
Wife button.
Yeah, well, literally you can do that. I had a customer ask that and saying, could I have an angry wife button to set up? But
good.
yeah, no, you can do some pretty crazy things.
Right. Yeah, because I hate getting in the bath and my feet are cold, and then I just dunk my toe and it's hot. And anyway.
Yeah.
Next question. Okay. Well, does it help you save money?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, I think the biggest part about home automation, where it can save you money, is that you can make sure you use the energy when you produce it, especially when you have a solar and battery system.
How?
So say that your system's producing peak amount of energy in summertime, you could automatically set your air conditioner to turn on if it reaches inside a higher ambient temperature than you want. So then you could automatically cool your house down on your own energy source for free. So say that you're not home, but you want your home to be sitting at a cool 23 degrees when you get home, and that's your favorite temperature. Set it to that. As soon as it goes over, say the maybe 24 degree mark, 25 degree mark, it'll kick in and use your energy at that point. So meaning it will save you money because you don't actually have to, run home and turn the aircon on or do the dishwasher or washing machine. All of those things can be tied in as well and turned on by the home automation system.
Yeah, because would you say that home automation currently is still a little bougie? Like, not many people have it, but it's starting to become really popular. And so with that, when you're selling, it's obviously going to increase the value of your home.
Correct.
Yeah.
Definitely. It would be a massive sale point to walk into a room and you can press a button and have it set up to the exact liking that you like. And, if you want your blind to have a 1 millimeter gap down the bottom because you like a tiny bit of light in the morning, you can do that kind of thing.
Pretty much, like we said before, the combinations are endless.
Oh, it's
whatever you want. There's no, we don't tell you how to do it. We give you the options to do it. We give you the controls. You make your house the way you want it, and that's what we do when we install the systems.
I think probably the biggest thing with home automation is that nothing is actually silly. Even if it sounds silly and you think that it's far-fetched and you can't do it, you probably can, which is the crazy thing about it. Right.
Yeah.
But I think, it's just the way that you can save money with it is just making sure that you actually use your energy at good times and make sure that you actually consume your energy well enough in the most efficient way possible, even if you didn't have solar, for instance, but you definitely would want solar with a home automation.
That's right.
Property as well. But if you didn't have it, for instance, you could set it to actually turn on your air conditioner or your dishwasher and washing machine at a time when the energy price is lowest.
Correct.
So you can make sure that you are really saving as much money as you possibly can in that degree as well.
Nice. Yeah. Gosh, what a mind blank I had there. So, but is it difficult to install though? Like, say I wanted to get it installed tomorrow. Is it disruptive? How long does it take? I guess it would depend on how much you're having.
It's a very case by case situation again.
Depends on your current situation at the present time. Like when you have old lights, obviously you have to get compatible lights. If you're going for lights, same thing with your blinds. There are retrofit options. There are things that are made for home automation. A lot of things can be disruptive. I'm not saying it isn't, but in terms of how much you want to go, if you want to do a complete overhaul, like with anything, with any home improvement, there's always going to be a bit of change. But in terms of what we can actually do for you and how it's going to affect you, it only takes a couple of days maybe, depending on what's going to be done.
A simple home automation, like for instance, lights, air conditioning.
I say lights and air conditioning probably take only one day.
But lights, air conditioning, blinds, depending also the size of the house. If it's a house which is quite skinny and it's a long block, obviously that's some long cable runs you have to do instead of snaking it through some different walls. There's a lot of factors that do go into it, but probably
it's very hard for us to say a finite or an average time because every home is different.
Look, there could be if it's a massive house, a bit of a mansion side of things, and you're building the house and we're coming in and doing it while the house is getting built, probably it would be obviously a little bit easier for us because we can have access into the walls as well.
Yeah.
But depending on how complex it is, like I was saying about the 1 millimeter gap in a blind and setting everything up perfectly, that fine tuning of the system can take months as well. The installation could be a week, right? But it could take months for you to finally have exactly what you want, because realistically we have to come back and sit down with one of our specialists with you and say, cool, we've got all of these, how do you want them to talk to each other, how do you want it to work together? Because again, that's also an endless combination, because if you've got 10 different things, obviously they can get combined in different ways. And if you have a certain home button or I'm an out of house button, and lots and lots of different things can go with that.
Nice. Hard to use? Difficult?
No. That's the part about it.
That's the beautiful thing about it.
Touch of a button.
It's made for you to once you put it in the hands for the first time, it's supposed to be intuitive. That's what it's designed about.
Big red button.
Big red button.
Yeah.
And then we probably put a big red angry wife button if we wanted to.
Or husband.
Yeah, or husband.
The whole car drive here, angry wife. Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, happy wife, happy life, isn't it?
You know.
So.
So I asked you guys in the last podcast what the craziest thing you could automate was. And I think Matt said a weather controller on
A
the
weather
roof?
station.
A weather station.
Yeah, so a weather station literally goes on your roof. It can sense, it knows what the air pressure is, it knows what the wind speed is, it knows what the humidity is. So you can tie that in with automation that if it's going to be the humidity is going to be hotter, like South Australia is predominantly a dry state, but we actually are getting a bit more humid days here and there, which the temperature doesn't have to be that hot. But if the humidity is high, you'd want that air conditioner on. So you can set it, once it gets to a certain humidity level, you can actually get the air conditioner to come on at a certain temperature. And, there's many different ways that can be implemented. So as soon as it gets a bit gusty, you can actually get the blinds, windows closed or blinds closed or anything like that. Things like that can be all automated. And like I said before, possibilities can be endless. They can be completely endless. And with this with the weather station, it really can. I'm just rambling. Cut me off.
Damn, that's crazy. Damn, son. Nah.
I ramble so much.
Nah, you did good. Chef's kiss.
Sure.
Is it actually though the craziest thing?
That is the craziest thing
Yeah?
that I've heard.
I feel like there has to be something crazier.
I've got one to throw into the mix.
Yeah. give me.
But there's a sensor that's coming out, and again, there's so many new things that constantly come out with home automation. This one's pretty crazy. It's a sensor that when you walk into a room, like a normal light sensor, however, it can actually sense your body, and if you're laying down, if you're sitting up. And what it can do in turn is that it can still sense if you're sitting there but you're completely still, it will still know that you're in the room and you want the light on still if you've got it set that way. But then, if you're laying down, you're sleeping and rolling around, it still won't turn on. Mm-hmm. It knows that you're laying down, so it would be predicting that you are sleeping, but
That's
you can play with the settings.
That's crazy. That's like Black Mirror.
Yeah, it literally is, yeah.
They're going to be inside our brain soon. And you just have to think like, I'm feeling kind of toasty. Like I want it to be 22 degrees and we don't have to get up.
Exactly, yeah.
It's crazy.
So I'm sure that there'll probably be something with home automation, something down the track that will go to there.
Elon's
100%.
chip.
Yeah.
Do you know the one I'm talking about?
Mm.
He's making that chip.
Yeah. Making that chip.
He's making that chip. That's salty goodness. Nah, okay. That's it.
All right, well, if you want to live in 3033, make sure you give us a call or visit our website at kozco.com.au. Thanks for watching, and that's a wrap.